Welcome back. In today's episode, we're just going to continue our e-commerce. Okay, just going to continue with our e-commerce. So, in the previous episode, we worked on the more especially on the farmers, registering farmers, or we're trying to register users based on the roles, and I think it was a fun video. To those ones who have watched it, I think it was really nice. So today I just want to finish up with this side. We quickly move to the front end so that we start we'll be moving forth and back, moving to the front end, and then if it is necessary, then we come to this side of the dashboard. We change things as we move on. Okay. So previously, the APIs that are working so far, we have the categories, coupons, and banners. I think if you just go and check on the API routes here, we have API categories. You can see, you can fetch all these categories. If you just go and try to fetch coupons, you should be able to see all the coupons. If we put banners, you should be able to see all the banners. Okay, so we have all those API endpoints working. We don't have the products yet, and also we don't have for the, so I'm not sure for the farmers. So at least for we have the users. Okay, so we have also, I think, for the users working as well. Let me see. Yeah, so we have the users here. Okay, well, we have the different users with different roles. Okay, so we have, so far what we need to work on, I think there are 3 endpoints. So the first endpoint is going to be the endpoint for the markets. Now here in the product, we'll quickly put the user ID. I don't know if it is necessary, but we're just going to check that. And then here the customer, let me just see here, customers, what is it going to say? The farmers, we are done with that. Then we have these markets. So the most important one is going to be markets and products. Okay, so because when you go to products, you will see that we need, I think, let me just see things we need. So here we need things to select. We need the category, of which we already have, and then we have farmers. So we have to fetch the farmers, of which also we already have. Okay, we already have the farmer, and then we are going to put the category. I think at this point we should be able to create a product. Okay, then we have the markets. So we are also going to have to create the market. Okay, we have to create the market, and then after that we have to create the Limi community, which is the blog section. We had to add this training, and this will be really fun. So we have to cover all these things, I think, in today's video, and then we'll see what to do next on the front end. So I think we should start with the easy one. I'm just going to start with the products. Okay, since we already have some stuff, I'm just going to start. Since we have already some categories, I'm just going to start with this. Okay, so we have this, and I will be using some of these things here. Okay, we'll be using some of these things, and from here, okay, we have some products here. We'll be using these these ones. Now on the products, there is one thing I want to add though. So if you look at the old website that I had made, if you click any of these products, okay, if you add, and these ones by the way were, I think, dummy products, okay, but when you just come back here, like for instance poultry, so if you click on this, any of these, you see that there is this thing here where it says retail or wholesale. So you click on wholesale, there is a certain quantity that sets here, okay. There is this thing here why if someone is just buying, they can buy either wholesale or they are buying on retail basis where they put these quantities. But when they say that they are on wholesale, there is a specific quantity that is set, okay. There is a specific minimum quantity that is set, and that one will help us to know, okay, that one will help us to know that, okay, so these are these, okay. Then another thing is going to be, I don't know if we should make it a model or it should just leave it at the units, okay, at the units. So as you can see is that we have this, I think we're just going to specify it like the unit. You just want to say maybe doves or whatever you are just selling, whether pieces or something, but we'll have to add somewhere the units that someone is using, okay. Yeah, so those we have to add that, so that we don't get lost. So the three things I want, two things I want to add. First of all is retail. So by default I think we're just going to have, I don't know if it says is wholesale, okay. So here just going to add is wholesale, okay. Here we'll have is wholesale. So if someone's, if a wholesale is true, then it will by default this one should show up here. If it is not, then we just by default not show this this thing here, okay. We will not show this thing here. That's what we do. And then of course we're also going to say the minimum wholesale unit or wholesale quantity. So let me just go to the product. Let me just go to the product. So if you just go to dashboard, catalog, and we have products new, and when you just come here, let's just try to do this. So we have these the categories and farmers. We are also going to look at how we are going to get these ones in a second. You might need to refactor our code to make sure we get these ones in a second. Okay, so now down here we need to add something. Yes, first of all, just going to add is wholesale, okay. A product can be having the wholesale kind of stuff, like if there is a discount, okay, if that wholesale is determined on a particular discount, or so just going to say here, okay, I'm just going to put this is wholesale, okay, is wholesale, and then just going to copy this is wholesale here, and then also by default we just leave this one to be false. So this one by default is going to be false, okay. Now I'm just going to also check it, toggle it somewhere where there is toggle, okay. So here just put it down here, okay. Wholesale, okay, maybe say supports wholesale selling, wholesale selling, I don't know the best word I can put. Then here you can put is wholesale, and then the title here active is going to be maybe just a true, and then here's going to be like false. Okay, so maybe here just a supported. Okay, then here say maybe false. Okay, whichever word you want to choose there. Now with this, it goes with two things. Okay, if someone chooses this, I think we should place it in somewhere in between. Let me see where you can place it. Select category, select farmer. So here, so now if someone chooses this, there are two things that are going to happen. So if you put this toggle, the next thing we're going to ask you is going to be let me just move this up here. The next thing I'm just going to ask you, there are two questions. So the one is if you say it supports, and I'm just going to only put these ones. So once show these ones, I'm just going to show you in a second. So down here, I'm just going to put you the wholesale price. Okay, wholesale price. So you're just going to say here wholesale price, wholesale price, and then type, we could just leave it to this number. And then another thing is going to be, so here minimum wholesale quantity, so minimum wholesale quantity, and then you just say here, maybe just say here wholesale quantity, QTY, and of course, so you have the price, you have the quantity, and then of course one more thing we have to put is the, I think, unit of measurement. Okay, we have to put unit of measurement, or we could just assume whatever they put there are pieces, but sometimes it can be like, I think I just put there, because if you check, if someone is selling meat, okay, if someone is selling meat, I don't know, if someone was selling meat, now we could just like is understandable, and we could just pick the units at some point. Just put the units. Okay, just put here unit of measurement. So you say here unit of measurement, and you just say here in bracket, e.g. kilograms. Okay, and then here units, and we just say unit, and then type is text, so just remove this. Okay, so that's great. Let's check this on the UI. So we have added a number of stuff here, and then wholesale supported, minimum wholesale quantity, minimum wholesale quantity. Now we have this, which one should we make full? Okay, which one should we make full, so that we have it matching, the UI matching very well. We have wholesale price. Let me see. Okay, so I'm just going to move first of all this unit of measurement. Maybe I just move up. So this unit of measurement, unit of measurement, I just move it somewhere up here. Okay, and yes, I'm just going to simply make one full. Okay, just like this product, or the unit of measurement itself. Okay, let me just make the unit of measurement full, so that just come here, select. Okay, so before this, let me just put it here and just remove this. This one has nothing to do, just for the designing purposes, for the form to look somehow nice. Okay, so just have it like that. Okay, yep. Now I want these ones to only show up, so you can see like here wholesale selling. By the way, like this is not showing, but at least it is changing. I don't know why the text now is not showing up. This toggle thing, I don't know why the text like this, true title and false title. I think I'll just one day try to figure out why that it is not working. Okay, but for now, what I just know, if you toggle it, you can select supported, and if not supported, you can select it's just like that. We can just work with this, but I only need to show this wholesale price and minimum wholesale quantity if only this one is true. Okay, so I think we could just simply go to where this is. I don't know. So for these two here to show up, okay, we could just do some conditional here, and we say is wholesale if is wholesale is true. Okay, if is wholesale is true, then like we have here this. Okay, we can just have these ones down here like that. I don't know if that one, so you can see now wholesale selling, if it is support, if just like it is supported is in false, they don't show up. They just see if we toggle it. Okay, so you see when they show up here supported, the price, and this one shows up just like that. So we have this controlling these two fields upon the support of the wholesale and all that kind of stuff. That is a cool one. Okay, I like it. Okay, so now just what we need is now to add these things we have. So I'm just going to first get all this data. Okay, just going to get all this data, then we have to push it. Okay, we have to push it. We have to push this this stuff. Afterwards, push it to the API endpoint. So let's just first look at its API endpoint if it is ready to receive data. Okay, let's just see if this is ready to receive data. And we could also generate a unique we could just generate a unique code for this product, and that one we could use it when we are just this unique product code. We are going to use it when we are doing I think they call it referral thing. So you're just going to have a referral program also in this. So just generate a unique code for this product, and we already have I think we already have the code generation. If you go to if we go to the helper functions here, we have this generate there was generate coupon code, and then we had something else. Okay, there is this generate user code. I don't know if this one can work. It was taking in the prefix and the full name. Maybe just like we pass in the title of the stuff, I don't know. Then they have all these things here: prefix, initials, and timestamp. Okay, then there is generate formatted date. There is generate coupon code. Coupon code takes in the title and expiry date. Okay, I don't know whether you should take in this the user code. I don't know. This one takes in the title, the prefix, which is okay. We could prefix it like with LOP, which is the product, and then here for this we pass in the title. Yeah, I think we can just like pass in the title of the product, and then to generate for us a unique product. Okay, let's just go and do that. So under products here, I'm just going also to generate that. So product code. So I'm just going to go down here and say product const product code is going to be equal to generate user code, and then this one takes in, if you hover on it, it takes in the prefix and the full name. So the prefix is going to be LOP, which is like let me product, maybe let me food product, LLOP, and then we can just like pass in data.title, title. Okay, that's great. Okay, so we have this. Now it's going to generate this. We can add it to the data. Okay, so we could just say like data.product code is equal to product code. Okay, is equal to product code. As simple as that. So before we send this data to this API endpoint, let's first console it. I'm just going to first console all this data onto the UI so that we see all this data we have. I'm just going to come here and fake fill this. Okay, we have a lot of stuff here. and we are going to fetch this category and this in a second. For now, let me just go on this F12, and I'm just going to simply try to submit this here. Just create product, and then we have all this information here, barcode. Okay, so we have category, we have description, farmer ID. I think we have to change, yeah, we just leave it as farmer ID actually. Then image URL is active, is wholesale. Okay, then we have this product code. Okay, we have product code. You can see it generated the product code for us. Okay, which is nice. Then we have sale price, we have product price, we have the slug, tags, title, unit, wholesale price, and wholesale. So wholesale price and wholesale quantity, of course they will be empty since we have is wholesale to false. Okay, that's great. So we have all that information, which is cool. Now we have to add some things that we had not added, more especially. So remember when we go to the API, okay, let's just go to the API. So cross this, and cross this, go to app, and then go to API. Let's go to products. Okay, so we have all this information, okay, coming in. So we have added a number of things. First of all, we have added in is wholesale. Okay, we have added in is wholesale, and this one goes with, of course, wholesale price, and then of course some of them with wholesale I think quantity, and then we have also added in the unit of measurement, and then we have also added in product code. Okay, these are like the things we have added in here. I don't know if they are only those four. If you check here, so you can just copy all these just like this, Ctrl C, and you could just come and compare with what we have here. Okay, if I just go ahead and remove like this and add this, so if I just remove this, we have let me just remove these here, just remove these, so that we have, this is most important by the way guys, because if you have anything left out you will have problems. So to figure out, you just need to know the exact data that is coming in so that you really plan very well. So I'm just going to get it that way. Okay, I'm just going to get all the keys right, and I make sure these keys are the keys that I have in my schema. Okay, just go ahead and do this. Okay, we have all these things here, category ID, and then of course we have all these, and even the barcode. Okay, so this is the keys that we have. I'm just going to copy these, okay, Ctrl C, and then put them off. Now the most important thing is to make sure that all this data, of course here we are receiving all of it as product data. Now the most important thing is the schema. So just go and see if this matches what we have in the schema here. Okay, so the easy way just to paste them here. Okay, and just simply go ahead and let's comment them. Okay, so what I just want is if I find it here, I just remove it from there. So title, we have it, just remove it. Slug, we have it, so remove slug here. Image URL, so you can just go and see image URL. So we have image URL. Okay, then we have description, so you can just go ahead and remove description. And then we have is active, I can remove is active here. We have SKU, so you can remove is SKU. We have barcode, so you can go ahead and remove barcode. What it is, we have product price, so you can remove product price. We have sales price, I can remove sales price. Okay, then we have tags, so I can remove tags here. We have category, which is category ID down here. I guess we have category ID, yes. So you can just go ahead and remove category ID. Okay, and then we have this user ID. Now for us here, we are having it as farmer ID. Okay, we just need to change this to let's just leave it as that. The user ID for us to just know is going to be the farmer ID. So that one is also there, just leave it like that. Is wholesale, so you can see is wholesale is, just go down here, category user, and they are done. So you have to add this here. So I'm just going to add it where we have is active. I'm just going to also bring this and I put here is wholesale. So just copy this the way exactly the way it is and add it here as a boolean. Okay, and then we have product code is going to be a string, so cut it. And you can also just bring under here where we have this barcode. Okay, just add this product code and you're just going to add it as a string. Okay, then we have unit, it is also the string, so just cut it also, put it wherever you just want here. And it is also a string, so you can just add here as a string. Then we have wholesale price, so where we have the prices here, I'm just going also to duplicate this and it is a float, so just add these two. So the first one is a wholesale price. Okay, just put it here, and then another one is wholesale quantity, just add it here, which is also going to be, can be an int. So this one is going to be int. Okay, so we have all these. Okay, we have these, and by the way, do we have quantity? We need to add the initial quantity. Okay, because when we go to cut, someone must be having this, because this wholesale quantity will only work when we have actually. So just going to add one thing, which is going to be quantity. I think we just need to, there is quantity and then there is stock. Okay, we have to add stock, like how much someone is willing to supply for that product. If there's like maybe 5 tons, okay, 5 tons, yeah. And then we have also to show the quantity that is going to be on the screen. Okay, so you have to go just going to add 2 things here. I'm just going to duplicate these 2. So here we have to have the product stock. Okay, just say add product stock, and then here just going to add quantity, which is QTY. Okay, so you have to go ahead and add these 2. Okay, these 2, product stock and quantity, we have to add them this side. Okay, so okay, you just go down here. Okay, before maybe this unit of measurement, I'm just going to add 2 things. Okay, product stock, so I'm just going to add here product stock, and then also here just going to add product stock. Okay, this is going to be also a number. Okay, and then we have here, which is going to be quantity. I think quantity, I don't know if quantity we should add it on the UI. Do we need to show the quantity on the UI? Because we have the stock, we could just add like quantity by default, so we add it to 1. Okay, because we don't want someone to put like by default a weird quantity. Okay, yeah, I think we can just like instead remove this. Okay, I'm just going to say I'm just going to come here, and since these are 2, I can just put this one here, just like that. Let's add product stock, the stock that person have. Okay, and by default I'm just going to say data.qi data.qty, which is quantity, is equal to 1. So like we're just going to default quantity to 1, so that we don't avoid someone putting any weird figure onto that. If it needs change, we will see it, but for now let's just handle it like that. Okay, so now we have all this. The UI is just like that. Someone can put the stock and what kind of stuff. Okay, so we have that set. The first thing you're just going to do is run. We're just going to run this here. And by the way, these 2 things that we had here, we added these 2 things we added in the schema. These we just need to add them also the other side, so just copy them before we forget. Just go ahead and add them onto this API. So API products here, they just add them down here. Okay, add them down here. We're just going to use them in a second. Okay, and then while we have the farmer ID, remember here we are using user ID as this, as farmer ID. Okay, so now I'm just going to first pause the server. So you have to pause You have to pause the server. And by the way, we have this error here, but since we just remove this faker later on, I'm just going to leave it. So just stop, Control C, stop the server, and let's just first push this. I'm just going to first push the new changes we made for the product. I just want to change to push these to the database. npx prisma db push, just like that. I just push the changes that we made in the schema to be available in the client, Prisma client. So I'm just going to push and see if this is successful. Then we just go ahead and start this up. Okay. Yeah. So I know the form for the product always is massive, and that's how it should be. Like, it is always just like always massive. When someone is creating a single product, is always massive, really. Even if you check in other e-commerce, that's how it is. Others, they use even a multi-step form for the product, so that's how serious it can get, creating a single product. Okay. And yeah, in the future we'll be keep on improving. You never know, we could also create a multi-step form for the a product. Okay. We can just create a multi-step form for the product in the future. Okay, so it went ahead and it generated post the data and generated a new Prisma client. I'm just going to say npm run dev. Okay. Okay, so now we'll be ready to push our data. Okay, so now as we have, maybe as this one is working, starting the server, let's receive this data here. That's the most important thing. Okay, so after this, I'm just going to come and I say const new product. So const, okay, new product. Okay, now since we have a slug, okay, since we have a slug in our database, we don't want this to happen again. We have a slug somewhere here. I'm just going to go to categories. I don't need to write all that code already. I'm just going to come here and copy this existing category thing here, and even this. Go to products here, and down here we have to first check if the product exists. Okay, so just come here and I say existing product. Okay, does this product exist already in the database? Okay, so we first check here, check if this product already exists, check if this product already exists. Okay, exists in the DB. And this one is just avoid, for instance, people having the same names of a product. It doesn't make sense, especially if we are routing to the detailed page of that product. So if we have two products which have the same name and we are using the name for routing, it will cause a conflict in the database. There is no way how one product has to disappear. We don't want that. So we have to first check if this product already exists, and we can say existing product is going to equal to db.product. Okay, and remember to import db. Okay, so it's going to be await and db.product.find unique where slug. So it will just go ahead and first look for all the products and see if it has any product with this very slug. If it doesn't find it, then we can move on. If existing product is there, okay, if there is existing product, we need to raise an error, and let's say we have next response. Make sure that this next response also is imported. Okay, I think we already have it on top. Yeah. Okay, so we have next response, we have data null, and here they just say product already exists. Okay, then we can just go ahead and define new product. If everything is okay, there is no if it goes beyond this step, that means this product is not there, and now we can create a new product. So a new product is going to be await db.product. Okay, db.products and .create, and then here we just come and put all this information. Okay, so you can just go ahead and put all this data. I'm just going to simply first now comment it, copy it, and then comment again. So just going to come here onto this data, and then you have to paste in this whole thing, just like that. Okay, so we have to go, for instance, category ID. That one is okay, we don't need to convert it, so it comes as category ID because it is a string. Then we have the description, which is also not manipulated. We start with the barcode and also has no problem. Now you can see here user ID is farm ID. This is okay, so you're just replacing wherever user ID is same as farm ID. And then here we have image URL is no manipulation, just put commas. Is active is a boolean, is wholesale is a boolean, product code is a string, product price. Now product price, this is where we have to manipulate product price because it comes when it is a string, so you could just say pass int or pass float. Actually just say pass float and of this product price, so it has to be first converted here. The same thing with the sale price, which is going to be pass int, pass float rather. So just convert this also into a float because it comes when it's a string. SKU has no problem. Okay, just add commas. Slug is okay, is then tags is also okay, no need of converting. Then we have unit, we have title. Now we have this price, which is also going to be pass int. Okay, so just say pass float instead actually of the wholesale price. Okay, and then we have these quantities, which is going to be pass int. You could just say pass int, not pass float, just say pass int. Of course you could just add a bracket and you add a plus, but you could just use here product stock is also the same thing, pass int. Okay, which is going to be this. Okay, just add commas, and finally is the quantity. So the quantity is the same thing, also pass pass int. Okay, of qty. Okay, so finally we have this. Okay, we have this. Okay, so we have this whole product being created with a tons of stuff here. Okay, we have the new product, and after that you can console the new product. Okay, new product, I don't know if it is needed to be consoled, but just go ahead and return this new product. Fail to create a product, that is okay. Okay, so we have this endpoint now worked upon. Okay, we have this endpoint. We can just go ahead and get the one for fetching, the getting the data. You could just go here and like categories here, and let's get the get. This one, see, after we have created, we can see this product. Just add it down here. and you see const products. So const products is await db.product. Okay, and then of course here just add products. Okay, and then fail to fetch products, just like that. Okay, so we have those two endpoints worked on. Let's go and try to create a new product. Okay, we're just going to try and create a, okay, we still have these two things, the categories and this. Let's go and see how we are going to put these ones. Have the actual ones. Okay, right now we don't have the actual ones. Okay, let's just go back to this product. Now, how do we get the categories in here? Okay, because if you just think about it, we have to fetch these from the database, and even this one from the database. So how are we going to do that? So you might think that we could fetch them here using maybe you could just go ahead and actually use effect. I guess I don't know if you could just like use effect. Okay, could just go and like use I don't know, you could just go and try to use effect, but I just want to stick to the concept of I want to stick to the concept of the concept of server side. So how we could do this is turn this, because if you think about this whole thing here, we need to turn it into a client, of which it is right now. The whole thing is a client component, but we can only fetch data within here smoothly when it is a server side or a server component. So what you could just actually do is turn this, you could just control C this, everything the way it is here, and then you turn this into like a new product form. So I'm just going to go a second down here to the components. Where are the components? So you have the components here, back office components, and I'm just going to create new file. I'm just going to say new product form, new product form.jsx. Basically, this is the form. You could just like paste here and then go and see here new product form, just like that, new product form. So this one becomes new product form. Okay, now I don't know if this changes our imports. Let me just see. It could change some of the imports, but they just keep like that. I don't know. Let's just go back to this product. So this now, instead of having all this, okay, this one I can just go ahead and Control A, remove everything, and I say RFC. So this is of course also new product, so you could just give this one as new product. We understand that, but now it's going to simply return. So here, simply return the new product form. So new product form, as simple as this. So this shouldn't change anything. Let's first go and see if it changes some things. Now I'm just going to refresh. Okay, I'm just going to see refresh and see if I have any errors. Let's just wait and see. If we have any import errors, it is still loading. Okay, let's just see if we have any errors. Okay, so we don't have, I think we don't have any errors. So we don't have any errors so far. We still have everything now, but the only thing we have now is that we have this new product form, which is a client component. Now this one becomes a server component. So this page is a server component. So the only thing I just need to do is simply fetch data. So I can just go and say const, for instance, categories. So we need two things. We need to pass in the categories and farmers. Okay, so you could just go and say, for instance, const, okay, like categories. Okay, there's one thing I'm just going to do. Okay, there's one thing I'm just going to do something like this. I'm just going to say category data, categories data. Categories data is equal to await get data. We already have that function for getting data, and simply pass in like categories as the endpoint. And of course we have to make this one async. Okay, just like that. So you have categories data. I'm just going to go ahead and say const users data. So this one is going to be like users. Okay, because we just get users, we get farmers from users. Okay, so just going to go and see, actually just say for this one users data is going to be await get await just is equal to await get data, and then let's go ahead and pass in the endpoint, which is users. Okay, we can get all the users. Okay, and then you could just go ahead. So after getting this, I think those are the two things we need. You can just go ahead and confirm if you're having the data here, console.log, for instance, categories data. Okay, just like that, and just simply go to the, you could just go to the terminal and wait here. I think it will just compile it in a second. API categories, seeing it is compiling it. It should just like compile it here, users. Okay, so it's just like running this these ones, and you can see it is going down here. It puts down an array, and you have all the categories. Okay, so you could just go ahead and also console.log users data. So users data, just like that. Okay, and then I think we can also do parallel fetching, but I don't think it is necessary. So if you scroll down here, after that is going to do again, and you can see here it is now doing the fetching of the users. So you can see the tenders and blah blah. So from the users, we could just go ahead and get the ones who have a role of a farmer. Okay, we could just go again, we choose the role of the farmer. Now to my, I think we do not need to get it that way. This is not a good way. Let me just go for a second. So if you just go here, we have select farmer, and this is not good because we are assuming we could first ask ourselves who is going to create this product. Okay, who is going to create this product? Now in one or the other, we could just put as a user ID, assuming that the farmer is the one who is logged in. The problem is what if any other person is trying to create the farmer? Okay, what if any other person is trying to create the farmer? So I just leave it like that. We have to select the farmer manually. He has to select his name and add it there. Okay, because if we just say strictly what if the admin is trying to create a new farmer, or any other person trying to create a new farmer, if we use the user ID, it will create it will not assign the right farmer. Okay, so just come here and just do that. So here, from the categories that we want to get the categories, and why I want to get the categories is that I don't want all this data to be sent to the user. As you can see under categories, with categories, we had them on top here. They have a lot of things on them. Okay, and we only need ID and title basically. They're the only thing we just need. Now we could create a special endpoint for only this if we wanted. We could create a special endpoint for only getting us ID and title, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to manipulate it from here. So I'm just going to say const categories. Okay, and we could even just do it onto this one. Okay, if I wanted, I could do, first I'll just show you a second. So we just say const categories, okay, is going to be equal to category data. So I'm just going to do categories data dot map. Okay, so I'm just going to map, and of course I'm just going to have a category. So inside here you have access to a category, and then what do I want to return? Okay, so I just want to return, okay, I just want to return, and you just do like this, just return, and then just going to say return an object. So I'm just going to return an object which has ID, okay, as category.id. So here you have like category.id, and then also title. Okay, so just here title, and I'm just going to have as category category.title. Okay, just like that. I will just return an object, and this if now you console.log, let's look at categories. Okay, let's just go ahead and look at categories. I'm just going to scroll down here, and I want us to see now that now we are manipulating them. Scroll down, compiled, and look at this. So now we have an array that is reduced. It has only ID and the title. Instead of sending a whole bunch of things, we're just only sending what we only need. Okay, now you could actually do this if you wanted. You could just go and pass in categories, because onto this new product form we want to pass the categories. Now someone could just come and do this entire thing here. I'm not a fan of that, but if you wanted, you could do this whole entire thing onto here. But here you to say categories, and then I will pass the categories. Let's first also get the farmers. So of course, first of all, after getting the users, so here you can just say const users. So to get users, in fact farmers data, okay, farmers, I think just create farmers data is going to be equal to user data. So we have to go ahead and filter. So I'm just going to say dot filter. So we have to filter, and inside here just have access to the user. Okay, and then I just want to filter out a user dot role is equal to farmer. Okay, this one just going to give us only farmers. Okay, so if you just go ahead and see this, let's console.log farmers data. Here on the console, let's just go up here and check the data we have for the farmers. Okay, just in a second is going to compile, and I just want to see this farmers data. Okay, it should just filter users and to return as a user dot role is equal to farmer. It should give us only these people. Okay, I don't know why it is not compiling. Okay, compiling. Okay, we have these now, so you can see now is we have all these ones. Okay, you can see Tendo. Scroll down, you see the role is farmer, William farmer, John Test is a farmer, and even Gerald John is a farmer. So we have only farmers now. Okay, this is the farmers data. So just going to do the same thing here. We just need farmers, so I'm just going to say const farmers is equal to, so we're just going to get the users data. So users, the farmers data, sorry. So just going to get farmers data. So after getting the farmers, we're going to send everything also. We're just going to do the same thing, dot map. Okay, dot map, and inside here we're just going to have, of course, a farmer. Okay, and the inside we can just simply return also. So just go ahead and return, and just we are returning an object, the same thing here like we have here. We just need, okay, we just need the same thing. We need the ID, which is going to be why are we having this? And just a second. So just to return, I'm just going to return an ID as farmer.id, and then of course also the title. I don't know, the title is going to be farmer.name. Yeah, I think we just give them name. If you just go back and you check the users on the console here, okay, so you see they have this name. So just going to use the name here as the title, just name it as the name, and then we could just go ahead and console.log farmers. Now just going to see the farmers. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead here on the console and try to see what we have here. Okay, so you can see now we have this ID and the title very well. So now we have our data the way we want it, and we are trying to put it in this format. If you remember in the new product form, if you remember how we had put this, you can see it is only ID and title for categories. The same thing here for the farmers. Okay, so now instead of using these ones, they are going to come. Okay, so you go to this new product, they just send farmers. So I can just send categories is equal to categories. Okay, I can just pass in the categories, and at the same time I'm just going to pass in the farmers. Okay, just like that, which is farmers. Okay, so I have this to this new product. I'm passing in the categories, and I'm also passing in the farmers. I can remove this console. Okay, so when I go to this new product, I have to capture that. So I have to get the categories. So on top here, just go and accept the categories that are coming in, categories, and then farmers. Okay, they are coming in from here, category and farmers, and that means you don't need these ones. Okay, so go ahead and remove those ones. Now we have them coming into this new product form as this. So now if you just go back here and let's go ahead and refresh the page. Okay, it's just going to take a second. and for these farmers, they are there. Only the categories are not there. They just check why categories. I don't know why they are not coming. A second. So select categories. What did we put on select categories? I don't know. We are having here categories, and they're here. I don't know why they are not. Just simply console.log. Let's console.log categories. Okay, I'm just going to go to the console, see why the categories are not coming. For a second. Okay, why are we not having categories? Okay, just remove all this and refresh the page. Okay, I'm not seeing anywhere I'm consulting categories. Okay, so we have new product form, and then we have this. Oh, okay, so the titles, they seem not to be there. Actually, the titles are there. I have these categories, and then like I have them as idea and title. Oh, okay, so the word title has a spelling error, guys. Sorry for that. So if you look very clearly on the title, this is not the spelling of title. I have an error. So just go back to this where we are sending them. You can see clearly under the categories this spelling error here. Okay, the word title is misspelled. Okay, so now let me just refresh one more time. We should have our categories being fetched from the database. Okay, so we have the categories coming up. That's great. So we have these the categories, and then we have the farmers. Someone can check their name and they put the name there. Okay, so that's great. We have the product things coming up. Let's just try to create a product right now. So the first thing, I'll go back to this product form. Okay, just go to new product form. I can remove this console now. Okay, first of all, after the setting here, I just send the information up there, and then even here I'm just going to say set tags, I think. Okay, set tags back to an empty array. Okay, I just have this set loading API. We have to pass, I think, the reset function, the routing function. So just say const, just going to have function redirect. Okay, and this one is going to redirect to router, so just have the router here. Const router is equal to use router. Okay, just like that, and then here just going to say const router. So just here router dot push, and we are pushing to dashboard products, maybe, I think. Okay, you just have to pass in this redirect after the reset function here. Just put command pass redirect. Okay, so now let's just going to try and see if we can create a new product. So product title, I'm just going to just create a dummy right now to get the errors. Just put in anything. We have these figures, wherever they are, I don't mind. Okay, the farmers are selected, and then we have this the minimum. So here is supported. We can just go ahead and put this wholesale price, and we could just like say not supported, wholesale not supported, but just put anything here. It doesn't matter. And then wholesale quantity, maybe 100. And then let's choose a product. Okay, right now I'm just trying out to see if this works only. Just add this cake wherever. Okay, just scroll down, let's go ahead and add some tags. Okay, so tag 1, so if you just select tag 1, add the tag. Yes, add the tag 2 here. You could just add tag, and just say tag 3. This is for the purpose of testing. Okay, those are enough. Could close this, and then the description is there. The product is activated. So I think we have everything we need. Let's try to create. So create product. I don't think something went wrong. Of course, let's just go and see on this. And that was quick. It was very fast. Okay, let's just go down here. So the first thing here is that slug is not defined. Okay, so that is strange. Slug is not defined. Can we first look at the console of the data we sent? I think we have already submitted all that data. I did not get a chance to see this. I just want to submit and see this endpoint, this data here. I want to see if the slug is going. Yeah, the slug here looks like it is there. Now let's just go and check in the site, because it's saying slug is not defined, and we just need to go and clear that. So just go to API, and let's look at the slug products route, and under post I'm just going to check why the slug is not defined. Okay, just come here. So you remember, we're just first checking. Oh, okay, so this slug actually is right. Okay, so this slug, we just have to define it, guys. It is on product data, that is for sure. So product data dot slug. Okay, we just like passing in slug as if we extracted it on top here, but actually you have to extract it the way you see we extracted it down here. Okay, oh, and guys, this is not right. Okay, now you only do this, actually I think we should do that. You only do this if all this information is actually defined. Okay, like or if this information is defined, it's supposed to be barcode is equal data dot barcode, all kind of stuff. But to avoid all that problems, you could just come and destructure them. So if you copy, just cut them. Instead of this, you could just simply destructure them, just like that. Let me just do this. This is the problem I was avoiding in the first place. Sorry. How do I put this? Just first remove this and cut them. So instead of product data, we could destructure all the data here, just like so. Okay, and here just remove this as user. It is just going to be this, and you could just go and use Mart cursor, just like that, and you add a comma at once, maybe. Just add comma, and then to these ones which are remaining, just to do the same thing. You just go slug tags Mart cursor, okay, just add a comma. Okay, so now if we do this, we are destructuring all the data. Okay, and now we have ability to just leave this one as slug, just like that. This one works now, and now we have also ability to do this data as barcode, category, and blah blah, like this, because we already have it coming in here. Let's just go ahead, try one more time. Okay, let's just go ahead and try one more time. Let's just add some more data here. The one that was like the image, I need to add the image. Okay, just upload, and then we have this description. We can add a few tags, like tag 1 for purposes, tag 2. Okay, and I think that's it. Let's just try one more time, guys. Creating, let's just wait and see. Okay, new product created, and even the redirect is working. And by the way, we have to work on the responsive of this one. It really looks ugly here, but the new product was created. We can check it out here on products. Let's just look at it. Okay, so one product is here. Okay, it has the ID, title, slug, image, description, is active, is wholesale, and all these things here. Wholesale price, blah blah, quantity. Then we have even the tags. We have category ID, and we have the user ID updated at, and we have all this information. So we are able to create a product successfully. I feel like we should just work on this header. It looks ugly before I forget. This let me just first leave it right now. I'm just going to work it maybe another time. I feel like we should just now finish up with the community. This, we have the community and the markets. Okay, we have the community and the markets, and the product was really huge. Okay, creating the product was a big one. I feel like I'm even exhausted, but let's just see, can we create the markets? I feel like we should finish this. Okay, let's just go to the markets here. So we have also getting these categories. In a similar way, we need to do this. Okay, in the similar way, we have to do that, and then we have market title, logo. It shouldn't be hard, so I'm just going to start on this. I'm just going to close these routes for the product, even new, and then this. Let's just go here and close. I just click on these three dots, close all, and I'm just going to simply open, close catalogs, and open the markets and new. Now here we're just going to do the same thing exactly we did for the other one for the purposes of bringing in this stuff. And this one should be like a new market instead of that. Just put this. Okay, so just instead what you're just going to do is, and we're just going to work on this logo thing. It has to be also image URL. Okay, in a second, but I'm just going to transform this. So copy everything here, Ctrl C. I'm just going to create a new market form. So down, just go to APIs, scroll down to components, back office. I'm just going to simply create a new market form. Okay, new market form dot JSX. Okay, and then paste in all this data. So on top here, I'm just going to go ahead, change this to new market form, as simple as that, and everything should remain working. Okay, so just go and bring this to this page here. Instead of having this, I'm just going to remove this and say RFC, and then this one just say new market as usual, but then it's going to return new, new market form. Yeah, just like that. And let's get here categories. So const categories data. I'm just not going to waste time. I'm just going to copy this. So just go to products and copy for the categories. So just go products new here and simply copy these two things where we have the categories and the categories data. Okay, so I'm just going to copy all these. Okay, and then just go to markets and then add this here. Remove the farmers, we don't want them. Okay, and also remove these farmers and the users, we don't need them. We simply just need the categories data, async function. So we have here as async function. Okay, so export default async function new market. So we first get the categories data, which is the categories. We go ahead and loop them, and we just abstract them into ID and category, and then we can pass these categories in the new market. So just come here and say categories is equal to categories, as simple as that. So when you go to the new market form, which is here, accept these categories to come in. So just come here and accept categories, and that means you don't need actually these categories. So remove these ones. And one more thing is that if you look at the image here, I think this image will give us problems, I guess. Okay, because they are setting, if you look at this, they actually set this. I'm just going to change this to, now even if we are just called it logo URL here, it doesn't matter. So on top here, I'm just going to see these two as image. So you say image URL, and there is set image. Okay, set image URL. And down here you could just leave it if you wanted. So we could just come down here where we have data.logo URL is equal to image URL. So this, we leave it as logo URL, but we are setting it as image URL. Then down here where we are passing the image input, make sure this is image. Okay, and then here this is set, also this. Just leave it like that, and then everything is okay. Description, blah blah, everything is cool. So one thing we have just to confirm is that this data is being gotten here. We go and compare it that side. So before I send it here, just going to console it here and just go ahead and do that. We have what? Get data is not defined, guys. That is true. We did not import this get data from the libs. That is true. Let's see now if this error goes away. Okay, so back, and you can see they're already there. The categories, they are already there, guys. You see we have the meat, fresh vegetables. I don't know why we have this space, but you can see that at least we have the categories there. So I'm just going to put here the market title, sprouts, sprouts farmers market, sprouts farmers market. Okay, so go ahead and select some. Just going to press shift, select two categories. Let's add some logo here, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just add any image. Just like testing out if this works. Okay, just testing out if this works. And yes, I'm just going to give some dummy description, just like that. Is active. Let's go to the console. I just want to submit this data, so just scroll down here, close this and create. So we have this data. Okay, and you see the categories. We have them as an array description, is active, logo, URL, slug, and title. So just go, they have also slug. So just go to the one thing we have to do is going to API, okay, markets here, and we're just going to copy a few things from categories, just like this. I'm just going to actually first of all get this existing. So this thing here, since we have to check if it is existing, so copy this, bring it to the market, and inside here before this new market here, just have after this here we have to check if this is existing, and we could just remove this. Let's just on top here we have to first check if this market exists. So just come here and say existing market. Okay, existing market. This is going to be db.market. Remember to import db itself. Where slug, so we have the slug on top there. If existing market, so just simply select this. Okay, just add it here, existing market. If the market exists, we have to say that the market already exists. We'll raise a 409. Otherwise, let's create a new market. So just simply copy this, put them inside here, change this to new market, and let's remove this. Can just go ahead, console new market everywhere. Let's see if we have any possible errors. db.market. You can see, guys, I'm exhausted. That's why I'll be somehow sorry, but you're just about to finish. I want us to finish this endpoint. So you have the title slug. If you checked here, you could just simply copy this. We could just simply copy this. Okay, to be so sure. I normally just use that method to avoid silly mistakes while I'm creating. So down here you could just paste this and remove these, just remain with only the keys. Okay, just Ctrl Z, just remove that. We have the URL, this is active, and just description, and then we have the categories. For instance, you can see the categories here, category IDs. Okay, so you can see, so you can just start like looking, new market, title, we just remove it there, slug, we have it, logo URL, we have it, is active, we have it, and description. So you can see we don't have category IDs. So now for category IDs, for now, I don't know if in the future we need. I think the only thing is to have the new market and has those category IDs. And so you could just say category IDs, just save them like an array. Okay, just like that. I don't know. Let's just create them like this. But we could also connect them if we wanted to fetch with categories. If we wanted actual categories to be seen here, okay, if we wanted the actual categories like their titles, we could just do this. But for now, let's just first leave these category IDs just like that. And I'm just going to go ahead now, this time try to create a new category, actually a new market, sorry, I keep on calling it, and this one is going to be set set image. Okay, so here we have to send also the one thing which is going to be I feel like to type all that, but I just do it. We have to send also one function which is the redirect. So start with const route. Route is equal to use router. Okay, make sure from next navigation. And by the way, guys, it's simply to try to write this code. Okay, try to write, when you write, for instance, const router, use router a number of times. Let's say you write it the first time is not getting you, the second time you're not feeling it, keep writing it. By the time you do it in the first form, you are now used to it. Okay, even if there's something that is very weird, but when you type it several times, and that's the purpose why I do this on screen, I type it all the time. Okay, just keep typing it by your own hands, and this is going to sink in your head if you keep on typing it. So just create a function. So function redirect. So function redirect redirect, just like this, and probably would have exported the function redirect, but here just going to see router dot push, and we're just going to push like dashboard. Okay, dashboard categories, just like that. And then just get this, they just pass it to this function. After reset, just pass redirect, as simple as that. So we have all the data we have, I guess. At this point, let's just go ahead and try to create a new category. And now I'm just going to a new market, rather. I'm just going to say come here, sprouts farmers market. Okay, sprouts farmers market. The word sprouts, I'm not going to mind the spelling right now. let me select the categories. You press shift and then select like 2 of them, maybe all of 3, just like that, and then go down here. Okay, choose whatever you choose from here, it doesn't matter. Okay, just go down here, dummy description, dummy description, just like that. Okay, I just wait for the image to upload in a second. Okay, image uploaded complete, and let's just create market. Nope, something is wrong. We just check, and this probably is the categories. So just go here, we have the blah blah new market, just scroll down here. Okay, so category IDs is not defined. Okay, so just go back to the route, and probably we did just have it here, but we did not destructure it. Okay, just come here, make sure you are destructuring it on top here. Okay, just like that. Okay, just go on one more time. They have deselected, I guess. They are still selected, only the image is not there. Let's just try to, I know it is a pain all the time if there was, but if the page reloads, there is no way you can keep it in a state. But they just try one more time and try to upload this. Okay, image complete, and let's create a market. New market created successfully. Great, and we have been redirected. Now I can go ahead and get the markets. Okay, I'm just going to go and create also that endpoint. Just go back to whatever weather products, just try to get the gate, just get this gate, and let's go to markets and just put the gate here, and we are just going to get const markets is equal db dot market, and here we have to put markets just like that, and down here fetch markets. Okay, so with that we can just go here now on this endpoint, and then just going to pass in, of course, the products. We have at least one product. Let's go ahead and pass the markets, just see if we have. So we have this market, and you can see it has a list of category IDs. Now, funny enough, as if there is one space, I don't think there's a space, I don't know, weirdly, but we have all our category IDs, 3 of them. We have is active, we have this, and what kind of stuff. Okay, so this is really cool. Okay, so now we have this working. One more thing remaining right now, and we are done with most of our endpoints, is the endpoint of the community. So if you just come here on the community, we have to do one more technique. We have this training. Now the training actually just writing like a blog. Okay, so if you just come here, we have this stuff, and we have also category being brought in here. I'm just going to go ahead, I'm just going to go ahead and get these categories. You know how we do it, so let's just not waste time. So just simply cross all these 3, 4. Okay, so dashboard, community, new, this. So just copy everything that we have here. Okay, and by the way, just one more thing, I think I did this off screen, I guess. There is this dynamic import. Okay, now let me just explain about this. Now, the query editor, previously we are importing it as usual, import at components from inputs query editor. Now, this has problems, more especially if you are going to host, you will have problems. Why? This is typically on the client, okay? Is typical on the client, so we have to use dynamic import. We have to import it dynamically. So the first thing, you have to first import dynamic from next dynamic, and then just say const query editor is equal to dynamic, and then you pass this function, okay? This function which is saying import, okay? This import, and I know right now you're not getting any problem, but when I was trying to host this, I got a lot of problems, more especially with this part. It was causing a lot of problems. I had to get a solution, and this is the solution. The solution is, make sure you import the query editor dynamically, just like this, okay? Use this dynamic from next dynamic, and then you dynamically import it this, and you pass in this server-side rendering as false, because all components, when they are being fetched or imported, they will just use server-side rendering to true. This one, you have to first render all of them on the server side, and then finally you render this on the client only. So you do it like this, okay? I'm just going to copy everything here, Ctrl A, Ctrl C. Just going to go and say new training form. So we just add this one as a new training. I'm just going to go to just components as usual. Just scroll down, components, back office, right click, new file, and I say new training form, new training form. Not from, but form. Make sure the spelling is right, guys. JSX and just say RFC. No, you just paste this. Okay, just paste that, and then just change it on here. We have new training form. And if you're asking why, because why we are creating this as the new training form is simply whenever you're having like a importing any data on the server side, we have to do this. You have to separate the client alone, and then you remain the former component as server. Okay, so go back here, and I'm just going to remove everything here and say RFC, just like that. Name this back to new training, okay? Training, just like that, and then return new training form, just like that. This is a component, new training form, just like that. Now with this, we should have no any problems. When I refresh, I should just have the same exact thing. Yep. Now down here we have to get the categories, and we already know we have already fetched categories a number of times, and you can just go to products, new. I think we just have somewhere, I think on this market is where we have few of them. Just get this here, const, just go to the community, and let's pass this here, and first of all get data, and I just make this one async, just like that, async function. Okay, so we have categories data, then we get the categories, and then let's pass them to new. So just say categories is equal to categories, and just go to the new training form, just come here and pass in these the categories, and then you can remove these ones. Okay, so we have that done. We have the image, we have all the stuff done. we have the content, set content, everything looks fine. Now to confirm, I always first do this, take it off and simply go and refresh this. We should have the categories being fetched now. Okay, so you have the categories coming up, and I'm just going to go to the console, make sure all this is right. So just simply just use fake filler, whatever we just have here, and the image. So the content is there. Let's get the image, and yes, they get any image roughly here, it doesn't matter. Okay, just the image is uploading. A second. Okay, so we have image upload complete. Okay, so just click on create training, just get all this data the way it is here. You can't just simply copy this. You know how we do it. Control C to make sure everything is all right. Just go to the API. Okay, just go API, and this time we are looking for the trainings down here. So we are having, and also have the Slack, which is interesting. Just going to paste everything here, just remove this title. We have the Slack, we have this is active, we have the image URL, and then we have the description and the content. Okay, and you can see the content is really the HTML, and then finally the category ID. So that is the information that is coming in. Okay, I'm just going to comment it here, and let's make sure this is what is coming here. Okay, that's the most important thing. Make sure the title is there, Slack. Okay, just remove that, and then we have is active and image URL is there. We have description and content, they are there, and finally category ID. So here we are receiving all the data perfectly. Okay, so now we have to first test if this already exists. We don't create it, so simply go to either the markets, whatever, and grab the existing part. So this part here where we have is existing up to this point here. Okay, and you just go to trainings. So down here we have to first check if this training already exists. Okay, so let's check this if already exists, just like so. I just paste this here, and let's change. So in existing training, if this training is existing, db.training, okay, dot training, training, and make sure I import db, and let's confirm this one is called training in the Prisma. Did we call this training? Yeah, so the model is training. Okay, so that's great. Go back down here, db.training, find unique where Slack, and make sure you have the Slack on top there. If existing training, if the training already exists, we have to give this error training, training with that name already exists, and then we have the new training here is receiving all this data. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this for a second. I'm just going to say new training is await db dot training dot create, and then let's pass in the data. Okay, and the data is this here. Okay, so we have correctly, we have the data, content, everything, new training, and fetch created training. So this one should be enough. One more thing I'm just going to get is just getting the gate. So copy this gate, bring it to the training, and if everything is okay, we need to get this. Okay, where is it? The gate const trainings. Trainings is equal db dot training find, and then down here just have to return trainings. Okay, trainings, and then down here fetch trainings. Okay, trainings, just like that. Okay, so we have that. Okay, let's just go and try create a new training. Okay, and make sure when you go back to the training form, just get this. Okay, so just go back here. Okay, so this is not going to refresh, right? Okay, seems like we have it. Still having all the data. Let's just go ahead and create training. And okay, new training. I would not pass in the redirect, guys. Okay, so the training was created, but we don't have the redirect function, I guess, here. Yeah, so you could just go ahead and just get it from whatever, but just create it. As I've said, just don't get lazy. So const router is use router, and this is from Next navigation, as simple as that. And function redirect. Okay, this function just simply router dot push, and we are pushing into dashboard. So just like slash dashboard, and then like slash trainings. I don't know if that is trainings. Okay, let's just first see the actual router. Just go in the back office and let's see here, dashboard, and his community. Okay, just a community, as simple as that. So you could just create one more for testing purposes. Okay, just create one more for testing purposes. Maybe, do we need to put an image really for this? Okay, just go and see. And beyond the scenes, I will just go and after this I will just go and create a lot of dummy data, the one we are going to work with on the front end. So after we finish this video, just add as much data as you can so that we work with it on the front end. So just say create training, and this should create it successfully. So just go here, let's get trainings, just like that. Okay, fetch trainings, that's weird. And let's go back to this route trainings. We might just like screwed up because I'm just even tired. Is it because it doesn't have this? Just a second. Let me just confirm. In the schema, does it have timestamps? Oh, it doesn't have timestamps, guys. Okay, so this is too bad. It has no timestamps. I'm just going to add them. Okay, I'm just going to add them. I don't know if they will just create an error. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and create this. I'm just going to go to just going to, if we just wanted it to work, we have to do two things. I'm just going to push that, and then I have to go and delete the ones I have in the MongoDB. So I'm just going to do Ctrl+C to stop the server. I'm just going to say npx prisma db push db push, and then I say add and npm run dev. Okay, so it's just going to run those two commands, and meanwhile it is doing that, let's just go to MongoDB and delete these two stuffs. I'm just going to go to MongoDB, MongoDB, just go to any here. Okay, just simply sign in, not sign up. Just scroll down, sign in. I'm just going to sign in, and I'm hoping that it is doing some stuff this side. Why is it fast waiting? Okay, it's just doing its stuff. Let's leave it, and let's first go and log in and make sure everything. We first delete those two, and then we just come and create one more time. Okay, let's just log in to the MongoDB and look at our cluster and check on that, on that collection, the training collection. Okay, just going to check on the training collection. And by the way, guys, we created the WhatsApp. We created the WhatsApp group. Okay, we created the WhatsApp group. Just maybe I shouldn't maybe show you, but you just find the link. You'll find the link in the description. That's where you can join and ask any question you want. Try to share with others, and yeah. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead. We are pumping in serious data. Are you seeing this? Okay, just go to the database. We have 512 MBs. That is even not 1 MB. So we have, they give a really genuine tier. I think you can run a couple of things with that. If you have even 100 MBs of data, it is worth you start even actually paying. So if we scroll down, you go to training, you can see by that we have all these stuff, and we had two created here. I'm just going to delete them since they don't have timestamps. Just delete this, scroll, delete. Okay, just delete also this one. And I also want to thank those ones who are purchasing, those ones who are supporting me. I'm so much grateful. If you sincerely just go and put that $13 or $10 or $5, whatever the code, the source code you buy, you would have supported me so much, so much. Thank you if you are doing that. So we have just this collection. We have cleaned this training. You can look at the collection. They even show you the size. This is cool. Actually, I'd never utilized this. They just even show the sizes. That's cool. Okay, let's go back this side on the console. We have everything running. I just going to go back here refresh to make sure everything is okay. I'm just going to go ahead, create one more training. Okay, I'm just going to create one more training, guys, and we fetch it, and that one will just mark today's video. Okay, I'm just refreshing this page. Okay, just refreshing this page. Let me just go close this. I'm refreshing and it's compiling here. Just a second. Okay, I like the fact that we have all these things now done. Just going to start on the front end. Okay, we just first leave the back this dashboard for some, and we enjoy creating the UIs we like. I know, guys, most of you don't like this side, but that is the hard part, by the way. The hard part, and those ones who have suggested we use Redux. We have Redux Zoostand, Context API. Yeah, I'm just looking into it. We might just use Redux for the purposes maybe of understanding how it works, but Context API would do this, solve the problem of the add to cart, but I just use Redux toolkit and then we see how it works. Just going to go ahead, create any fake training here. Okay, maybe I just give it a genuine training, like how to get maybe 10 tons from 1 acre. Okay, whatever. Then description, then the training image. Just have any of these images here, upload, and then the content. You could just get the content of any of these. I remember, okay, I think I removed the training somewhere, but just going to have that any content here. Just create training. Okay, new training created successfully, and we did not pass. That's the problem. This time the training is here, how to get this tons from 1 acre. It has been created, is on the console. One thing we did not do is, after creating this, we did not pass this redirect function onto this. Okay, I'm not going to test it out, but I just pass it there. So now, if right now I go to fetch them trainings again, let's see. Okay, so you have this training right now. Okay, so we have the training, and the good thing, we have also the category ID. We are going to use this category to fetch products, and this category will display it on that blog. Okay, so this is great, guys. Thank you for watching this episode. If you have not subscribed, please, first of all, I want you to smash the like button. Okay, smash that like button, put the notification bell, and also make sure you have subscribed to get the content. In the description, you'll find the link to get the code if you want it, and then you also find the link to join the group. There are so many other links that are there, and then just explore them, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this episode.